What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to NTFG Reviews. I'm your boy Natethefragranceguy, coming back with another video. On today's video, guys, I got something new I want to start doing. A new series I made up. Well, I didn't make it up, but I came up with a different name. I had everybody do Battle of the Clones, Clone Wars, and different, all kind of stuff. I'm going to name my series Dupes, Duking It Out. So when I take 2 dupes or 3 dupes or however many, 2 or more obviously, and let them duke out with each other to see who is the better option, who gets closer to that OG DNA. They're going to duke it out. Let's get into it. Alright, so today, the OG of the clones that we'll be talking about, and indeed is an OG, Acqua di Gio Profumo. If you guys don't know, Acqua di Gio Profumo is a discontinued fragrance. It is pretty much, it's not crazy to come by, it's not hard to come by, but when you come by it, they're going to be taxing. They're going to be trying to crack your head for it, or you're going to have to settle for a partial, which I did. But it was a pretty big partial. This thing was almost full. But yeah, guys, Acqua di Gio is a nice marine aquatic fragrance. It takes that original Acqua di Gio DNA, but it matures a little bit, and it makes it very smoky, earthy. It's really nice. It's a good fragrance. The fragrance community, y'all know, we love this stuff. I don't know why Armani discontinued it. They do what Armani does. To be honest, I'm pretty tired of Armani and what they're doing with their fragrances. It's getting annoying. Discontinuing everything that's good and just stupid stuff. But yeah, Acqua di Gio Profumo. So the clones that'll be duking it out is Maison Alhambra, Jorge Di Profumo, and Latafas Sucrats. Alright, so let's go based off presentation right quick, right? We're gonna start off with this one because it's clearly very, very, very similar. They emulated it.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Whoa. I don't want to do that. They emulated it pretty good. They got it down. Obviously, it's not 1-to-1, but this looks like an Acqua di Gio bottle. It looks like the 4.2, 125 milliliters, a little skinnier. But yeah. Even down to like the cap, everything. It's pretty similar. It don't got the silver bottom, but oh, and by the way, guys, yes. Whoa. It is magnetic cap. I got the magnetic cap. If you don't know, this was reformulated, and they came with like regular Acqua di Gio style caps that you see now, not magnetic. Everybody dies for the magnetic cap. To be honest, I think it's no difference, but they say it was reformulated and all that. I don't know. I haven't even smelled the regular cap version. But yeah, getting back into the presentation. Presentation on the Maison Alhambra. They did pretty good. It looks cool. Looks nice. It's nothing crazy. Now the Latafa, it's pretty different, obviously, which is good. This is a nice bottle. Nice presentation. It actually looks like a Dolce & Gabbana, the 1 bottle. Or like a what is it? Narciso Rodriguez. Yeah, for him. Looks like that bottle too. But good presentation. But enough with the presentation. We don't care. We want to know about that juice. Let's get into the juice, right? I got tester strips here. I'm going to spray them in real time. I got 3. I'm going to spray the OG. And I'm going to spray the 2 originals. Let's spray the OG first. Let's just do a little 2 banger. You want to preserve this juice. That's that. You guys can't see, but I'm putting them under the fragrance so I can be reminded which one's which. This one I'm going to spray up because it's the clone. And then we got Sucrats. Not going to lie, I already know in my head which one is better. But for the sake of a video and let you guys know, I'm doing it on camera. Alright, so getting into, let's smell this original. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to start off with the Jorge Di Perfumo. Okay, off the opening, the Maison Alhambra, it starts off, obviously it smells cheaper. A smidge singe alcohol at the top. It's starting to get closer. This one is way more citrusy. I feel like the citrus is more, and the cologne is way more salty marine. This has that salty marine vibe, but it's not as much as the cologne. But it has everything that the original had, but just lighter, if that makes sense. And you don't get as much incense in the Jorge Di Perfumo. Like smelling Jorge Di Perfumo in the air, it smells great. You can tell it's not like just regular Acqua di Gio DNA. You can tell it's a little more beefed up. Pause. You can tell it has like that backbone, that patchouli, the incense, but it's just not quite like the OG. And it's a little slightly fresher. Let's smell the Sucrat compared to the OG. Damn, nothing beating that OG, man. Now the Sucrat is coming off more of an Acqua di Gio fragrance. Like you get that marine quality more in Sucrat. It's still fresher than the original as well. Like it seemed like neither of these clones is really nailing it as far as recreating this DNA, but it is getting pretty close. The Sucrat is definitely closer as far as scent profile. Yeah, you get the Sucrat more. You get the little herbal vibes. The patchouli comes out a little more in the Sucrat, and to me, it is like it's stronger as far as scent profile. It is definitely stronger. Like I said, guys, I already have my conclusion when it comes to this. I wore both of these fragrances enough to know. Nice dent in the Sucrats. And we got a nice dent in the Jorge Perfumo. I don't have to keep talking. I'm going to tell you now, if you want Acqua di Gio Perfumo on the cheap, go with Sucrat. And it's crazy because these are both basically Lattafas. Maison Alhambra is Lattafa. I don't know why Maison Alhambra do this. They'll release a dupe of a fragrance under their Maison Alhambra brand, and then they'll do it under the Lattafa brand. I don't know why Lattafa does that, but they do it. They did the same thing with YADP, and it's other ones too, but whatever. If you want to get close to this DNA, out of these two, I don't have no experience with no other fragrance that's cloning this, but go with this if you're trying to get this. This is good. It smells good. It smells, obviously you can smell it's cloning this, but it's more of like 80% percentile, around that 80%. This gets more closer to that 90%. I wouldn't even say it's 90%, but it gets up to those high 80s. And another reason why I say go with this, which I didn't speak on yet, but performance. I had this for some months now, so don't go talk about maceration and none of that. This thing is weak. Doo-doo juice. Like, seriously. It smells good. The first hour, you're good. Hour and a half, you're good. Once you get into that 2.5, 3 hour mark, this stuff just dissipates. It disappears off your skin. Even clothes. Clothes probably 4 hours if you get that. But this is a very weak fragrance. And I sprayed it up and I let it macerate because I know how maceration works, and it can actually do good things with fragrances that are weak, especially these Middle Eastern clones, but not this one. At least this batch that I got, it didn't do anything. This is still a weak fragrance. This, on the other hand, same thing. It's been macerating for some months now. I actually had this first, so it's even longer. This gets me a solid 5 hours. It's still not a beast in performance, at least for me, at least this batch on my skin. 5 good hours, probably pushing to that 5.5, 6, depending on the weather, circumstances, and spraying the clothes and whatnot. But still not a beast of performance, but average performance. Sucrat is a better fragrance, guys. You get better performance, and you get closer to this DNA, right? This is around $30 roughly, give or take $5 depending on where you're shopping, and this is usually around $20, give or take a few bucks depending on where you're shopping. So it's up to you guys. I mean, I'm gonna still use this. Like, I wore it today for work just to get a refresh of how it really performs, because like I said, I let it macerate, so I came back to it, and it's still the same thing. So this might be a lounging around the house scent, grocery shopping, something quick, being out the house for 1 or 2 hours, and I just want to throw something on. Cool. But I'll rock this when I really want to get that Profumo smell and don't want to go through my juice. But guys, I will tell you this. If you have the money, and I say that because the scent is kind of pricey even on discounters, that I'm about to really request if you want to get close to this DNA, closest. Because, yeah, I mean, if you want to get this DNA, you just got to go with this one, guys. Just get the Acqua di Gio Parfum. It's worth it. I mean, considering how much this is going to go for and how scarce it is for a good price, just get this. Just get it. If you got that extra money to just throw around on the fragrance, if you really want it. I think on discounters, the Parfum go for like $80. Somewhere around there for the 75 ml. But it's worth it, guys. Like I said, you're really going to get what you're looking for out of this and this. Now, granted, this is slightly fresher than this as well. It seemed like nobody, well, this not trying to really replicate this, but the clones that I've smelled is not getting on the hint. I mean, like on the nose, as far as like how earthy and herbal and incensey and smoky this one is. You get all of that out of this, but this one is slightly fresher as well. But it's not too fresh. You're really not going to know the difference. You're going to get your Profumo fix out of the Parfum. So that's my final, I guess, review or suggestion on these two. Dupes duping it out. Sucrat is the winner against Jorge Di Profumo. Between these two, if you want to get that Profumo DNA, go with Sucrat. And overall, if money is not an issue and you want to get close to this DNA without spending several hundred on the bottle of this, just go with the Parfum, guys. I didn't want to make this video about the Parfum, but I just threw this in here because that's really what I'm getting from all of these fragrances. Just go with the Parfum. But that's it, guys. That's Dukes Duping It Out, episode 1, Acqua di Gio Profumo edition. If you guys like this series or, interested in me doing more, comment below what fragrances you want to see. Maybe I have it in my collection. If not, I'll try to work on getting it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments how you feel about these fragrances. Do you have them? Do you want it? You got the OG. Looking for a good clone to save on your OG juice. Or you don't even care for the OG. You just want the clone. Let me know. Comment in the comments. It's your boy, Natethefragranceguy. Signing out.